Hey y'all, it's your girl Hope, your TV movie bestie, and I'm back with my reactions to Scream 7. All right, so if you don't want to see spoilers, stop this video, watch this after you've seen the movie. If you don't care about spoilers, keep going, because I'm literally going to take you scene by scene of the movie and all the things I was thinking. So first up, what the fuck? Stu is alive? Like, y'all, how? 30 years later, like, y'all, okay, so I was just unnerved. Okay, Grace McKenna, I really like her. Like, I like her as an actress, so I was happy to see her in this movie. But then as soon as we met her, she got. And I said, what? And baby, the way she got killed, gutted. Ooh. All right, so R.I.P. Grace. Also, I feel like the pace of the movie was a little bit off. Like, it was going really fast right away. We started just slowly meeting the characters, and then they started dying. And I was like, wait, what's happening? Why are people dying? Like, we haven't even gotten to the story. So that was a little off for me. Next. Okay. Sydney, girl, your house is a literal safe house. But how your daughter don't know this? Like, I just thought Sydney was failing Tatum, because baby, your daughter should have been like a mini assassin. As many people have been around you and died, as many years you've been going through Ghostface killer, why your daughter is not ready to go at all times? Like, Okay, Sydney and Gail, oh, I love them. I just love nostalgia and characters coming back together, so I thought that was a really cute moment. I also like the return of the two kids from the New York killing. So Randy's niece and nephew, the brother and sister. I love that because I'm glad that they made it. And the girl, I forgot her name, but she's like my favorite character because she is the Randy from the original Scream movie. So, you know, she has all the horror movie rules, and she's always like, oh, this is what we got to do. We got to look out for this person. I'm watching you. Like, she's my girl. She's me. So I love her. Now, boom, what I told y'all. Didn't I tell y'all not to trust Carl from the coffee shop? He's a killer. But again, it was too easy because I was like, Carl, we know you ain't did this by yourself. Like, who are your accomplices? So I was like, whatever, we got him. But I'm ready to see who the real killers are. What's the real story with them? I love the banter between Stu, Gail, and Sydney. They cracked me up. When they were on the phone all those times doing those calls, I was dead laughing. And then Stu, when he was like, later in the movie, the kids, they were hanging out at the coffee shop, and Gail and Sydney were doing that interview, and he calls and he's like, I'm here with your daughter. I'm at the bar. And she was like, nah, my daughter home. And he said, she definitely here at the bar. And then he said, she's been a bad bitch and I'm about to punish her. I was through. I was like, Stu, yes, come through with a comic relief. So loved it. Also now, okay, people start dying, you know, the kids start getting got, and I said, not the black kids, please. It's the last day of Black History Month. Don't kill the black kids. So they just got stabbed, and I was like, I think they could really make it. Like, you get stabbed in the stomach, you gonna be all right. And they done lived through all them other killings in the other two movies. They gonna be fine. I also thought this movie had really good kills. Like, Grace McKenna, I mean, that literal gutting her in the air. Yeah, that was good. Then, oh, buddy, what's his name? Lucas. Okay, so I was wrong about Lucas. I thought Lucas, we needed to watch out for him, but actually we just needed to protect him. So when the killer got him and then lifted him up and put him on the little handle that the beer comes out of, I was like, wow. And then the beer was coming out of his mouth, and I thought it was funny because he had just asked for some beer. And so I was like, I guess you got all you need now, bro. But okay, so now the kids are running. Everybody's on the loose. Of course, Tatum is running around. Sydney trying to get to her, but she can't. So Sydney's like, okay, it's a gun in the cafe. Get it. Y'all, Tatum can't use a gun. Tatum! I just Sydney, you failed your daughter. Like, your daughter, y'all should have been at the gun range every weekend, just like, what are we doing? There's no reason Tatum does not know how to use a gun. So that just blew me. I was so mad about that. Okay, now, then she learned how to use the gun. She shoot the dude. Y'all, what's the number one rule of horror movies when you shooting a killer? Always shoot him in the head. Tatum, like, everybody knows that. Also, how many times they done said that in all the Scream movies? Always shoot him in the head. She just one shot and then she's out. And I'm like, Tatum, that killer is not dead, girl. Shoot him in the head. So, okay, I'm mad at her about that. But then we get to Sydney, you know, she's coming. She's back at the house. Ghostface done told her to show up at the house. He got Tatum. So they at the house. And then she's watching the little video where all the old Scream killers are coming up. You know, we get Billy's mom. We get the director from the Stab movies, the one who was the killer in the third one, which is like my favorite a Scream movie from the original ones. And then there's Dewey, who's not a killer, but you know, he just reminiscent. And so I was like, wait a minute. Now I know these people dead. So I was like, what is it? Is this AI? And then I just thought, AI coming in our horror movies, like, this really is, the times are changing. But anyway, so I just love seeing all of them. I thought that was top tier, throwing it back to all those killers. And then I also really liked when Ghostface had Tatum outside tied up like Drew Barrymore's character in the very first Scream and in the very first kill in Scream. So I love that too. And then lastly, okay, here's the biggest spoiler. So if you're not ready for the killer, cut the video off. Okay, I gave you a warning. Jessica being the killer, the neighbor, Lucas's mom. Like, y'all, that was such a letdown for me because I was like, why would she be the killer? So her and the little guy who worked at the insane asylum, the one who told them about Carl and told them about Stu. So they're the killers. But why? Like, so I get, she said, you know, she always looked up to Sydney. She was in an abusive relationship, marriage. She read Sydney's book. She ended up killing her husband. I mean, girl, get out by all means. And, you know, if he was abusing you and stuff, I'm not saying you didn't do the right thing. But, like, is that really the whole plot for this movie? Like, that's why you the killer and got all this going on? Because you want to be around Sydney and you just obsessed with her? Like, that was a letdown for me. So I thought that plot was weak. I did not feel like that was a great storyline. Watch my next video and I'm going to tell you who I thought was the killer and why I thought they was the killer. And to me, that made a much better story. But those are all my reactions. What were your moments? What did you think about these moments? Comment below. Let me know. And yeah, check out my next video. See you later, besties.